Alexa's here, by the way.
Hi, Alexa.
Everybody say
Hi,
hi,
Alexa.
Alexa. She can't hear you guys.
Brr.
I
But they all
hate
say hi.
Alexa.
Yeah,
I
Oh, hey,
hate-
whoa.
I
yeah.
hate
I'm talking
Alexa.
about Alexa right now.
Hey, those are some mean words.
Those are
That was
really-
not very nice.
They're actually really, really mean words.
What was that? Did
He's
some of
literally dead
Dylan's
serious.
audio slip through?
That was me not.
Green on him.
Huh?
It was in green.
Oh, she knew you weren't saying
She knows
anything because it
Discord,
wasn't
fuck.
green.
God
damn
it.
Anyways. Oh, she thought you were being stupid and that you were on
I
mute
didn't
and you
say
did.
he was
No,
being
okay,
stupid.
indirectly you were.
No, I wasn't.
I'm only a little
she-
bit stupid.
She thought you were on mute and you didn't know.
Okay. I'm ready to start when you guys are.
I just need another minute or two.
Oh, like always, Ben.
Guys, look at this wine glass.
Whoa. Is that
Alexa got it for me. It's hand painted.
the state of West Virginia on that wine glass?
No, it is not West Virginia.
You're gaslighting me. It looks like West Virginia to me.
It's not.
Can you guys convince this motherfucker that is West Virginia?
Gabe, my wine glass is not West Virginia.
Bro, calm
Prove
down.
it.
It's
Take it back. Take it back.
Prove it's
all right.
not West Virginia.
Court's in session. Court is in session.
Oh my god.
I just realized I was recording that whole debacle on my Audacity.
I was also recording that whole debacle on my OBS.
I just started recording on Audacity
I
right
see.
now.
I see.
Okay.
Are we all recording on Audacity?
Yeah, and Jeremy's not joining us
not-
today.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. Just not yet. Give me 1 second.
Just
I gotta get a pharmacy fact
oh,
real
okay.
quick.
Yeah, take your time. Hey, actually, I already have a Roblox game in mind. So
This is. Can you guys guess what this drink is?
water.
Yes, it's water. No, it's diet root beer with spiced rum. That is all it is.
I'm a pirate.
Rum diddly dum.
diddly dum.
And of course, my girlfriend put a gummy bear. Emma put a gummy bear in the bottom because she keeps doing that whenever she makes me a drink. She puts a gummy bear at the bottom. But
A regular gummy bear?
an Albanese gummy bear.
Or is it a funny gummy
Oh,
bear?
it's a
Oh man, what if it's a scary gummy bear?
Gabe,
I hope this
Gabe,
isn't
when you
scary
pick-
soda.
Yeah, just like a 1,000-yard stare, like.
Are we just recording?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Welcome back to reality.
Wait, yeah. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Listeners, bear
Actually,
with us.
I know what I'm talking about.
Okay, all right. Welcome back to Reality with a Twist. My name's Gabriel.
I'm Gunner. Hi guys.
Hi, Gunner. I'm
Hi, Gunner. I'm Ben.
Hi, Ben. All right, that's
guys.
it. That's enough.
We did the bit again. I can't believe us.
All right, fellas. How was your guys' Labor Day weekend?
Did I do anything? No.
Figure it out.
Stop! I didn't do anything.
This-
No, I was.
My Labor Day weekend was awesome.
Good.
So I went to go see my mom. I said, "Hi, Mom."
As you
And she was
do.
like, "Hi." Yeah. Well, not really. Me and my mom are kind of on a no talking agreement.
Oh, yeah. The spaghetti incident, I remember.
Yeah.
Spaghetti ends. Nah, I'm just
Yeah.
But anyways, so we went to Total Wine, right? And there's this bottle that they have that she really likes, and I wanted to try a new bottle, so we got a bottle, and I had my bottle, and then I had some of her bottle.
Nice.
Anyways, yeah, it was good wine.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
got to try a couple new wines, and then and then went to go see my grandparents on Saturday, and came back on Sunday. Just hung out. It was my roommate's birthday, so
Ooh.
took him out to dinner, and then went to work on Monday.
There you go. I worked on Monday as well. Yes.
Very nice. I pretty much I spent most of my weekend trying to relax and rest because and also getting ready for my San Fran trip, which as soon as we're done recording here tonight, fellas, I will be finishing up packing for that, and then I'll be in San Fran tomorrow morning.
Wonderful,
Wow.
wonderful.
Wunderbar.
Wunderbar.
Wunderbar, as they would say in one
As
foreign
the
country.
Germans would say.
The Germans.
Yeah, my Labor Day weekend, I just visited my girlfriend.
Ben, how was your Labor Day weekend? Yeah.
my Labor Day weekend was okay. It started out.
That's cool and all. All right, Gabe, you can finish.
All right,
He has nothing
I
interesting.
got to do a little bit of a camera and seat adjustment because my
okay.
head's being cut off right now, which is not-
Maximum lumbar support.
Have you guys noticed that my head is just so massive whenever we record this?
Yeah, you do
I don't
have a
know
pretty
why I'm
massive head.
so close to
You do
the.
have a pretty big head, honestly.
Josh Nickel looking.
Why?
Josh
What?
Nichols.
Why?
I gotta look up Josh Nichols now.
Yeah, who is this
I
guy?
was gonna say, like,
From Drake and Josh.
The running joke in Drake and Josh is that Josh Nichols has a big head.
You guys looked so like distraught when he said Josh Nickel looking.
no, I got so distraught when you flipped me off.
Oh, okay. That's what it was.
I did not think he said nickel.
That explains your face. All right, well, you did. And I visited my family because my nephew's first birthday party was over the weekend. That was great. And then I visited my girlfriend's family Labor Day cookout thing, and that was a lot of fun. So Ben, go.
Okay. So I went to my brother's
God,
birthday party.
blabbermouth, hurry it up.
A lot of yapping going on.
And then I got sick. So, I'm sick. Me and Melody are both sick right
Oh
now.
no.
Yeah.
You know
I
what?
think it's just one of those. I'm talking!
Man, watch your tone.
I think I have to stop because I'm in a classroom right now and there's a class like right across the hall from me.
Imagine the class you paid like $500 to attend just every now and then while you're studying over here. Enough!
I'm talking. They have to be like, damn, that
They look-
professor's horrifying.
They're gonna look in here and just see me sitting in here alone yelling.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
let's just get off the Labor Day subject.
My odds are gonna be so much better now. Okay. You know what Labor Day had me thinking about, and you know what is the best cure for a sickness like yours, Ben?
What?
Marketing. And that is my major at college, and my feelings on it are mixed. The business part of it I hate, but the communications part of it I love. But one thing that's very beneficial about marketing is that we can market the podcast. And I don't know if our followers have seen, but we've done a little bit of marketing. But do you guys think it's working all that well so far?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Like, I don't feel like in the long run it's been working out too well for us, but
Yes. Fair. Anybody else?
No comment.
No comment as well.
Okay.
I signed an NDA with Reality with a Twist, so
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
We had our
yeah.
legal division write up a few NDAs
That,
for
that
Trevor
was
and I.
that was a test, and you guys passed. So Ben failed, unfortunately. So we will be kicking him off after this episode.
Reality with a Twist to Ben when he breaks his NDA. Pow 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 pow.
All right. Well, I have a 5-step program that can maybe help us boost our marketing a little bit. So it'll also help us learn a little bit about marketing on the way. So this is really just kind of a Gabe's marketing process, a marketing strategy kind of episode. It's 5 steps, and we're going to start with step 1, which is figuring out our target audience. So before we get too far into this marketing thing, who do you guys think listens to when you record this show? Who do you think is going to listen to this? What do you think they look like? What do you think their age is? Their generation, Gen X? Who are you? Oh, on my screen you're pointing to nothing. So like, yeah, things like just demographics, age, generation, gender, economic status, education, region, language, religion, anything that can be a demographic. Who do you think listens to us? Dylan, you think Dylan listens to us?
No, actually, I think you're wrong.
Okay.
No, if to give an honest answer, probably young adults who are going to university.
Okay.
Probably more in the male specific gender area.
Yeah. Fair.
Most likely probably within the Midwest, as that's where our show originates from. And yeah, I think that's really about it in terms of demographics.
Yeah. So you think just basically us?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
the pointing was not a joke, actually. It was
Yes,
probably...
Gunner?
I mean, obviously, yeah.
Oh, you're again pointing to zero things right now.
What? I'm in the bottom left on my screen.
You're
Yeah,
the-
I'm in the
two?
bottom right.
Okay. Ben, you are in the top left. Gunner, you're in the
Yes.
top right, and Dylan, you're in the
Whoa.
bottom right.
Yeah, okay,
What?
so it's...
What a twist, guys.
So that's you.
That's me.
you.
Yeah, that's me.
But for me, you're up here.
That's Dylan.
Yeah. For me, you're in the top right.
Me? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Our
We're doing a lot of
listeners-
pointing right now.
Yeah, our listeners do not give a single shit what we're talking about right now.
Yeah, for the audio listeners, we're playing this game of pointing at to see where we are on the Discord video chat page. So, not really missing much.
All right. Yeah, getting back on. So, who do you, I kind of tend to agree with Dylan. I think mostly men, right? But I feel like with most things on the internet, it's mostly men. As weird as that sounds, but that could just be biased because I'm a dude and I'm on the internet. So, of course,
I would have some psychology to back it up, but I'm also not going to go into that because that's just like a whole other can of worms about the internet as a whole.
Fair.
That probably doesn't
Fair.
get discussed on the podcast.
yeah, I think of basically us. My family listens to it too, but they might be outliers. I mostly women in my family.
No.
Gunnar, do you have any dissenting opinions?
I think we need to get jobs. We can't keep doing this.
We're
Like,
not paying.
what are we?
Yeah.
What are we?
I
Like,
kind of
are we lovers? Are we just friends? I do.
And you think the solution to that is getting a job?
honey, what are we? Oh, let me get a job.
They find a McDonald's.
Oh,
Ben, what do you think? Do you have any dissenting opinions?
I think there's a good chance that a lot of employed people listen to
Yes.
our podcast
I agree
because
with that.
if I had all the free time in the world, I might not listen to Reality with the Twist. But if I was at work and I had the option to listen to something, I'd probably listen to Reality with the Twist.
Yes. When I run out of other podcasts to listen to, I can always, because when I listen to our podcast, it's just like talking to you guys, but I'm not involved.
So we're not your first choice.
No, because I edit these, so I listen to them full before I even upload them.
Yeah, that's a lot of malarkey, buddy.
Uh,
Right?
Yeah, so okay, what I'm getting is generally 18 to 24 male on the internet. As for region, as for country, as for language, English, definitely,
Whoa.
right?
I don't remember explicitly saying those numbers, Gabe.
You don't think 18 to 24?
I would maybe say like 19 to 23.
This guy, he knows how to do business. He's getting down to the
This
specifics
is a
here.
big old numbers man. Should have let him in Vegas. He's a big card counter. He would count cards at the blackjack
Okay.
table.
We'll say 19 to 23. Do we agree? Men, right? Are we thinking anything
Yeah.
else?
Yeah, sure, bud.
Gender, yeah, man. Economic status, probably middle class.
Middle class, definitely.
Yeah, people who are working.
Man, I'm poor. I'm not middle class.
Believe
I
me,
mean-
my man. I know.
Nah, I'm just teasing. I'm just a poor college student. I don't know what I am.
Yeah, I'm a poor college student as well.
I mean, I know what I am, but I'm not gonna flex, guys.
Man makes $12 a year, as we discussed.
Yeah,
previously.
count them up. 1, 2, 3.
You lost count.
I don't know. I can't count.
You can't even count that on two hands.
Okay. Region. I'm going to say mostly United States, maybe, right?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely have a couple of outside the country listeners. Shout out Oscar.
Yeah, shout out Oscar, the creator of our website, www.rwatpod.com. Check it out.
Nice.
Somebody keeps looking into here at me.
Just in case we haven't explained it yet, can you explain where you are right now?
Oh, I did explain it because of the yelling earlier.
Yes,
I'm sitting in a classroom in one of the academic buildings. It's currently 8:44 p.m. and there are some night classes going on right around me.
Enough.
I've had somebody come up to the window and just look in at me like twice.
Okay. All right. Okay. So we can take this. We think middle class man working our age, 18 to 24, in the United States, probably in the Midwest. So we can take this to a next level because we're just spitballing here. We can take this to the next level by creating what's called a buyer persona. Have you guys heard of buyer personas?
Nope.
No.
Okay, well, we were about to freaking learn.
Yippee!
So we're going to gather everything we know about our audience and shove it into one fake person, one persona. And we want to be as extremely specific with this as possible. So we have a person that we are marketing to. We are not creating Dylan. So I have some insights from our most popular social media, which is Instagram, to help us find this person. So we're just gonna go through our reach, which is basically the individual people that our Instagram account reaches. It's different from like views or like likes or even like impressions, because impressions is one person could look at something 5 times and it count as 5 impressions. With reach, if one person looks at something 5 times, it count as 1 reach. So this is individual people. So our reached audience, top country, 79.4% is the United States. So our person, I think it's fair to say, lives in the United States.
Hell, God bless America.
God bless America.
God bless America.
Just for those curious, second place is the United Kingdom with 4.4%. Third place is Canada. So actually, United Kingdom is more popular with they like us more than Canada does. Canada gave us 2.5%, and Australia with another 2.5. And then to be more specific, our top city that listens to us is, you guys want to guess? Indianapolis, yes, with, what is that, 14.2%, I want to say.
Wow, that's a lot lower than I thought.
14.7%. Second place is Muncie, Indiana. Third place is Terre Haute, Indiana. Muncie has 8.9%, Terre Haute has 2.5%, and Fort Wayne coming in fourth place with 2.5%. So all Indiana in our top 4, so I say that our person lives in Indiana. Is that fair with you guys?
I'd say that's pretty
Yeah,
fair.
the Terre Haute caught me off guard, though.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
Who knows
your
why?
face really expressed that.
Yeah, who knows why Terre Haute listens to us? The only thing I know about Terre Haute is they have a really good Holocaust museum. And there you go. So I reached out. So maybe that has something to do with our listeners. But our top age ranges, a whopping 60.2% is, yes,
18 to 24.
18 to
19
24.
to 23.
You're wrong. You are wrong. You're kicked off of the marketing.
Good day, sir.
Good day, sir. 18 to 24 with a whopping 60.2%. 25 to 34 with a whopping 21.1%. So a lot of our listeners are actually older than us. 13 to 17 with 7.6%, and 45 to 54 with 5.7%. I think it's safe to say that that's our parents that are listening. And then just to get a little bit more information before we make this person, 74.5% of our listeners of our reached audience on Instagram are men. It's no surprise. Actually, a whopping 25.4% are women, which is more than I expected, but still mostly men. And then this is more specific. Their most active times on Instagram on Fridays, which is when we upload, are between 12 and 6 p.m. So that's just some random info. So who do we think? We have to be very specific with this. Who do we think we want our buyer's persona to be?
Possibly a young adult who
Okay.
lives
How
in
old?
Indiana,
You
from
give me
18
a
to
year.
24.
Give me a
Let's
specific.
do 20. Let's do 20.
20-year-old.
A
Okay.
20-year-old Hoosier male
Okay.
who is currently either employed with a job or going to university full time.
Okay.
Who is you guys help with the features.
Man, let's say part-time work and college. That sound fair?
I'll take
Yeah.
it.
What else is there to hit on?
Hobbies. It literally you could say anything. Just describe a person.
Okay.
So-
Let's think, fellas. Let's think of hobbies. What's this guy into? If he listens to us, what is the one thing we would be doing right now?
Man never gets out of the house. Has never
okay,
touched
well, now
grass.
that's just that. Okay, now that's just being a little bit low of our
No, yeah, I'm kidding.
our person here.
So let's say okay. This might help us a little bit. Where does he work?
Target.
I'll say Target.
Okay, he works at Target. That works at Target. Okay, and where does he go to school?
Ball State.
Okay, that's just where I go to school. Let's do a different school. Well, I guess let's do something in Indianapolis because Indianapolis is our top place.
UND.
UND. Okay, he goes to UND. So that would imply that he is religious of some sort because they are associated with the Methodist Church. So let's just
They
say, yes, UND is associated with the Methodist Church, I believe.
Okay.
Maybe it's Lutheran.
Is every person in UND Methodist though?
I don't know. I didn't go there. I wouldn't know.
I don't think so.
I don't know, yeah, so
Yeah.
why are you claiming that they're a Methodist school then? And why this person is
So,
Methodist
so
Christian?
what do you think their religion is? What do you think they believe?
Probably what any young adult at this time who is a free thinker is. They're probably someone who's trying to understand the world around them. So they're at most maybe a Christian.
At most a Christian. I'd say anywhere from agnostic to Christian.
Yes.
Okay. What do we want to write down?
What do you want from me, man?
Huh?
What do you want from me?
Agnostic.
I don't feel like
Agnostic.
I don't think the overwhelming body of Reality with the Twist listeners are Christian.
Yeah, I don't believe so as well. So we have a 20-year-old Hoosier man that works at Target, goes to UND, is agnostic. Let's say he obviously likes educational comedy, right? So what other kind of hobbies do you think he has?
Probably a big info guy. He really likes to learn about topics that he might not have known about before. You know, pretty much one of those types of guys who really enjoys watching like YouTube documentaries about really niche topics and stuff.
I bet he studies marketing.
Again, you're just describing me. I feel like he might. Let's say, do you think he likes board games? Do you think he's a
What kind
board
of
game
kid are you
head?
trying to make right now?
What is this, Natty Wonders?
Think he likes anime?
Yeah, I think I watched Jujutsu Kaisen.
Are we like making fun of our own?
That's not what I was going for.
Jeremy? Oh, okay.
I wasn't trying to go for
No,
that.
I'm not making fun of him. I mean, I
Does
want
Jeremy
Okay.
really like Jujutsu Kaisen? Because that was just a jab I would say about it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, give me a random hobby that you guys have done in the past 2 years.
Eat at Raisin Cane's.
develop.
Raising Cane's eating Roblox developers. That's going on. Ben, what do you have?
I don't know. Maybe somebody who goes to the gym.
Goes to the gym. Okay, that's very generous. Goes to the gym
A
twice a
Roblox
week.
developer who goes to the gym twice a week, who eats Raising Cane.
Okay, what is this weird ass motherfucker? What is his name? What do we call him? Usually, that's kind of an alliterative name. It's not an actual human name. It's kind of like it involves. Okay, Gunnar, I saw your hand first.
Yabriel.
Dylan,
Gabriel Gickle.
Dylan, what do you have for us?
Gabriel Gickle.
Ben, what do you have for us?
Big Carl.
How big? How big is he? How big is
Really big Carl.
A really big Carl?
Okay, give me an H name.
Habriel.
Ben, please, for the love of God, give me an H name that's not Habriel.
Say it, Ben.
He's counting on me, guys.
Please,
Um,
please.
Heimlich.
I did not hear Heimlich.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so
The Heimlich maneuver.
so our 20-year-old
I hear he's got the maneuvers.
Our 20-year-old Hoosier man that works at Target, goes to UND, is agnostic, a big learner, loves YouTube documentaries, he is a Raising Cane's eating Roblox developer, and goes to the gym twice a week. His name is Hoosier Heimlich. That's who we're marketing to. So who... So our buyer persona is Hoosier Heimlich. So now that we have our buyers, now that we know who we're marketing to, now we have to discuss the buyer's journey and how our social media accounts play into it, because we are doing some social media marketing here. So we have our buyer persona, Hoosier Heimlich. Now let's figure out how our current social media lineup affects them. To do this, we need to go over the buyer's journey real quick, which is pretty simple. And for that, let's go by example. Just give me something that somebody buys.
Eggs.
Raising Cane's. Oh.
Eggs. I heard eggs first. So, okay, well, this is actually, okay.
Gabe is slowly losing
We'll
it.
try. Eggs is probably one of the biggest outliers to this.
All right. I'll give you a serious one.
Okay,
How about
okay.
manga?
Manga, okay. Be more specific than just manga.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Let's do it. Okay, so the awareness stage. They know they have an issue. Lack of JoJo's Bizarre. Well, lack of manga. They're really wanting something to read. They love manga. They know they have an issue. They need more manga. Now, they maybe go to Barnes & Noble. They maybe go to Books A Million. They look on Amazon. They look on a few different websites, and they have a few manga in mind. They have a few different things. That is the consideration phase. Stage, I should say. They know they have an issue. They're doing research on how to solve the issue. Now, finally, they go to their favorite Barnes & Noble in West Lafayette or in Lafayette, and they find a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure that they've never read before. They found the one issue that they've never had before, and they narrowed it down. They finally make the purchase, I guess, or in our case, as a podcast, they choose to listen to us. That is the decision stage. So the awareness stage, they know they have an issue. The consideration stage, they do research on the issue. And the decision stage, they make a decision and make a purchase with a specific brand, specific product. They get JoJo's. So how do we think that our current social media lineup affects the buyer's journey for our prospective and current listeners? This is kind of a big question. But what do we think that the average RWAT listener to be is getting helped with? The awareness stage, the consideration stage, or the decision stage when they go onto our social media? What do we want our social media to be, and what is it acting as right now? Seems like you guys are having a little bit of trouble.
A little bit.
So let me just remind you that probably a good 120 of our followers came to us from an ad on Share Jesus on Instagram. Would you guys have any does that clarify at all for you guys?
If you're wanting me to state a way we can advertise to this said candidate, why not go for an avenue that is very big and popping off right now, which is short form video content?
That's a great point, but we're not quite there yet. I would say that our listeners, mostly on our Instagram, at least maybe 4 months ago, it was awareness stage because a lot of people were following us from Share Jesus. But now I think it's more of a consideration phase or stage. or even decision stage, because the people that follow us are avid listeners. We don't have too many new people coming to town. So currently we're in consideration stage or decision stage. I kind of think we should be in awareness stage for our social media lineup. Do you guys agree?
Yes.
Then we have Hoosier Heimlich, and we know that we want our social media to be awareness stage, and we can move on to step 3, which is the social media audit and research. Now, social media audit sounds really freaking scary. It sounds like a lot of paperwork, and it is for a bigger company, but we're not a big company, so we're just going to freaking spitball it. So what a social media audit is just taking a look at all of our social media outlets, seeing what's working, see what hasn't been working, and then we do something called this stop, start, continue method. It's as simple as it sounds. We stop things that aren't performing well. We start doing things we think could work for us, so we kind of experiment a little bit, and then we continue doing things that are performing well. So if you guys take a look at our Instagram, just open it up real quick, take a look at maybe like the likes on our Instagram, that kind of jazz. What do you guys see that's performing well? What do you guys see that's not performing too well? And what do you guys think we should start doing? I think in post I'm going to put some intense brain music right here.
I've always kind of noticed that our episode announcements don't really get many likes.
Fair.
Once again, if I have to call out here without getting shut down, like the cruel monster that he is, the biggest thing that I've noticed has given us a lot of traction and views is short form video content.
Okay, so just shut the fuck up for a few minutes. We're getting to it. No, for real though. That's a very good thing to notice. That is a continue. We notice it's working well for us, so we want to continue doing it. So Ben, do you think maybe the episode announcements are a stop or more of a start doing something else? Like a start trying to do something else instead of just our normal photo of a dog saying that we've posted?
Yeah, I would say maybe try to start doing something different.
Okay, so we can start doing something different. We want to stop doing our current just picture of a dog episode announcements. Gunnar, do you have anything else to add?
I do not.
Okay, so for our stop, we are going to stop doing our single photo of my dog Rosie or my sister's dog Rosie to announce episodes. We're going to start trying something else. So we don't know exactly what that is yet, but it seems that what we're continuing doing, short form video, might be something we can start with episode announcements. This is also a really good chance to look at our brand voice and tweak that if we need to. How would you guys describe our brand voice? What do you think? What do you think our company as a whole, the kind of their personality when speaking? What do you think that sounds like? Who do you think that is? Hey, I'll start. Oh, Ben, go ahead.
I was gonna say, so like, are you meaning just kind of like character, like the? Could you go into more of what you mean?
So like, it can be as simple as like comparing it to a celebrity that has a similar. So like, taking a look at our social media. Usually, we do lowercase everything. Usually, it's pretty not formal. It's very informal. Kind of sarcastic, kind of like ironic in kind of a sense, but it's also like ironic while also being serious. I don't know. So that kind of shows me kind of a youthful kind of presence, like a Gen Z kind of presence. But I'm curious to think what you guys think.
Yeah, I was just kind of thinking like we don't take ourselves too seriously.
Yeah, fair. Do you think that needs tweaked at all, or do you think it's fine?
I think it's fine. I think it's I think it's part of like our character a little bit.
Kind of part of the charm. The reason I mention that is for different social medias, you sometimes want a different brand voice. Not a different brand voice, but a different aspect of your brand voice. So like if we were doing advertising on LinkedIn, we would definitely want to be a lot more professional with how we present ourselves. But we'd still want some of that kind of jovial, kind of silly, but in just a more formal, respectful way. But it seems like our brand voice is fine. So we can move on to step 4. And this is the big step. Campaign launch. So we don't currently have a campaign, but we'll get into it. According to Hootsuite, which is where I got a lot of the information for this episode, there are 5 main pillars of content and brand social media account needs, like 5 main pillars of content that a brand social media account posts and needs to post. These are entertainment, promotion, information, inspiration, and curated content. Now, the one you guys probably aren't too familiar with is curated content. All curated content is taking other people's content, like people who like our brand or post something that's relevant to our brand, posting that but making a change to it to benefit our brand. We've done that before. Our last post on Instagram was literally curated from just a meme. It's just the horrors of the unknown and then reality with a twist listeners. That's curated content. That's a perfect example of it. Those that usually doesn't perform as well as created content, but it is a good way to fill up your content, output. But you guys probably are pretty familiar with entertainment, promotion, information, inspiration. Instead of entertainment, we're going to do comedy because we're a comedy educational comedy podcast. So what we did, what I did was I told the guys, Dylan, you were right on the money. You hit the nail right on the head. Short form video is kind of the way to go. It's kind of the move forward. Not only short form video, but TikTok short form video. TikTok is probably our biggest untapped market. We don't have much of a presence there. That's my fault. I'm in charge of the TikTok account. But I told the guys each make a 30-second or less video, short form video, vertical that can go on TikTok. And I sent them randomly to you guys. Just did a wheel. One of you guys got comedy, one of you guys got promotion, one of you guys got information, one of you guys got inspiration. And we posted them all at the same time on Reality with a Twist TikTok account. And I also sent them in Penis Channel. So we're going to start with Dylan's, which is the first one I sent. We can take a look at this one.
Yes.
I'm just going to look on my phone because I don't want to ruin our watchers' experience.
Okay.
All right. Are you guys ready?
Where?
No.
It is in Penis Channel. It is the first one I sent. It doesn't have a name, but it should be Dylan's.
Okay. All right.
You guys
Very
ready?
happy with how this turned out. Yeah.
Yes. He put a lot of effort
still-
into this.
I'm still loading it into Windows Media Player.
Yeah,
Okay.
you said this is on the TikTok.
No. It's in Penis Channel. It's on Discord. I sent it on Discord. You can look at it on TikTok if you want, but
Bro, I just downloaded this and it's not loading the video.
Oh my gosh, we might need to take a cut. Bless you.
Bless you.
Shut up. All right, I'm gonna cut here.
MOV.
All right.
By
I got
watching
Dylan.
this, we can. I want the other guys to guess which one he got. You guys ready?
Okay. Yep.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Watch
Hashtag out.
Reality with a Twist on YouTube and listen to it on Spotify and Apple Music and your favorite audio streaming platform. We upload once every week. And our content is good. Go fuck yourself, Gabe. This is the worst fucking thing you could possibly.
So you guys had to guess out of promotion, comedy, information, and inspiration. What do you guys think that one was?
I think that was.
I would say just information.
Information, okay. Gunners Johnson, what do you have a guess?
I'm gonna say comedy.
Comedy, okay. Dylan, what was it?
It was information.
It was. It was not.
I don't know. You gave me the shittiest fucking prompt ever.
I think I. Let me look at my text.
You just told me not to do everything that would make a good video.
I said to Dylan, and I quote, a 30-second vertical promotional video. That was just pure promotion. He was just saying, find us, watch us, we're good. That is all he said. He did a fabulous job of it. So let's give a round of applause for Dylan. That was wonderful. Okay, moving on to the second one. We're just going in order of how early you guys sent these to me. Second one is Ben's. You guys ready?
Yep.
You guys have it
Wow.
downloaded and everything?
Yep, I got it.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
His story will shock you.
Okay. My name is Ben. 3 years ago, I was involved in a very serious accident that totally left me without twist. So I've been living without twist for the past 3 years of my life. I've really kind of forgotten what it was like to even have twist. That was until I discovered reality with a twist, which has really kind of renewed what my sense of living with a twist is like. So I know for those of you out there who are suffering the same lack of twist, you can make it too.
It brings a tear to your eye. It
Oh,
really
it's
does.
really beautiful.
Thank you, guys.
Yes. What do you guys think that one was?
That was definitely inspirational.
That was inspirational.
There
yeah.
you go. Yeah, that was inspirational. I think he got the short end of the stick. I don't know how the hell he was supposed to make a video.
He got the short end of the stick?
Yeah. All right. And then next up is Gunners. Ready to go to Gunners video.
What
Yes.
the
Oh,
fuck?
round of applause for Ben as well.
Sorry, I just pulled up Gunner. What?
I'm ready to watch this one.
All
I
right.
guess
So
I
the,
am too.
so the options we have left are comedy and information. Let's watch it. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Meet Dylan Wiley, a man who has caused uproar in the last couple years from some of his most controversial discussions from the hit podcast Reality with a Twist. First, meet Reality with a Twist, a hit podcast from the Indianapolis area that takes mundane topics and makes them boring. It features Dylan, Gabe, Ben, Gunnar, and Jeremy, and Dylan. Now you might be asking what the controversy is. Well, the heated discussion in question is Roblox.
So what do we think that one is about?
What were the two other options
It
again?
was information and comedy.
That was comedy.
I would say comedy.
Gunnar, would you like to say what yours was?
It was actually supposed to be information, and I really struggled with it because I was like, I don't want to sit in a camera and be like, "Hey guys."
Which is exactly what Dylan did.
So,
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
So that leaves
Talk about
comedy.
our Roblox section.
Round of applause. That was wonderful.
Thank you.
It
The last-
was on like the setup of like a true horror like case or whatever. It's like
But the last one was supposed to go to Jeremy, but unfortunately he told me today that he could not submit the video, so I went ahead and took the reins. I had about maybe half an hour to make this, so I had to come up with, edit, and publish a comedy video. So are you guys ready?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you.
The brother didn't fucking advertise anything.
It was strictly comedy. That's all it was. And I had to hit him with the classic Ben slips on a banana peel. That can always that always
The
knocks him
classic.
dead. Always knocks him dead.
Wait, I thought it had to be about reality with a twist.
You know, it had you in
It was
it.
you.
You had 30
And you
minutes
are
to
part
make
of Reality
it.
with a twist. I had 30 minutes, man. But so what I did, this is all of our pillars of content. So that means I think this is a pretty good lineup. We think we can knock them dead with this one. I think we can really get maybe at least 1 million subscribers, 1 million TikTok followers, 1 million listeners. You guys think that's fair?
No.
Yeah, I see we're getting there.
Yeah. So that is an example of an unrealistic KPI, which I forget what KPI stands for, but it's essentially just something that like goals that you have.
Key person of interest.
No, it's key promotional something. I forget. I forget what KPI means. But you basically set goals for your campaign. You release the campaign, and then the final step is evaluation of the project campaign. Now, like I said, I uploaded these all at around the same time at 4:55 p.m. onto our TikTok page. I would have liked to upload them maybe a day apart, but just because of the time constraints I gave you, I decided to upload them all at the same time just to give you guys all as much time as possible to give me the videos. So I uploaded them all at the same time. We're literally just going to see how our campaign did. I haven't looked at this in probably a good 2 or 3 hours. And then repeat step 3, which is the social media audit. So when we go to TikTok, you guys can go there too if you want to follow along. But we'll go in order. We'll go in reverse order. So mine, the comedy video, I posted last because it was the last one to get the video done. It is sitting at 268 views and 8 likes. I also want to mention that just to give these any kind of running chance, I went on my other account and gave each of our videos 3 copy links, which usually sometimes helps the algorithm. I don't know. 8 likes and 268 listens. As for Gunners, the informational video, it has 263 likes and 263 views and double the likes at 16. So it has around the same amount of views, actually a few less, but double the likes. So people seem to like the informational video quite a bit. As for Ben's video, the inspirational video, 258. So again, right around 260 watches and 8 likes. So right at basically exactly the same as the comedy. So right now in the lead is the informational video. Finally, Dylan's video, for some freaking reason, 813 watches, but if you click on it, it has 6 likes. So it has the least amount of likes, but the most amount of people that have watched it.
Hey, you know what? People were watching it.
Yes, people were watching it. They didn't like it, though. They really hated what they saw. So I also went to the liberty of going on to our Instagram and creating a poll saying basically, watch our TikToks, tell us which ones you like. And the results are in. I created this maybe an hour or 2 ago, 3 hours ago. They've had 3 hours to vote, and the 2 are tied. And this really, really throws us for a loop because the 2 that have tied are Ben's video and my video. Those are the only 2 that got votes, despite the fact that they each were probably the most mediocre performers. They had about the same views and about the same likes. But people said it was their favorite. Don't know why. But what do we learn from this, fellas? What do we learn? What do we think we should stop, start, and continue now?
I mean, quite frankly, a lot of the data we've gotten doesn't really add up to much stuff.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, I feel like a lot of... Because, like, let's dissect each of these videos. Like, first off, can you clarify what hashtags you used for each of the videos?
Yes. So I tried to make it as even as possible. So let me go to my other account. I can actually see what I freaking said. Just 1 second, fellas. I gave them each, I think, 4 or 5 hashtags. Essentially what I did was, we'll start with Dylan's. I said, here's the caption and the hashtags. Check out Reality with a Twist on YouTube or your favorite podcast platform. Hashtag promo, hashtag FYP, hashtag podcast, hashtag RWAT. For the inspirational video, I essentially said the same thing. This is just one of countless stories of listeners just like you. This is the power of Reality with a Twist. Hashtag FYP, hashtag inspo, hashtag WRAT, and hashtag podcast. So I'm sure you guys can see the pattern here. I'm just doing the same 3 hashtags and then hashtag what the video was. So same thing for Gunners, except hashtag info, and same thing for mine, except hashtag comedy. So really they were all, again, I gave them 3 copy links each. So they're all really sitting at the same thing. But for some reason, Dylan's video with a giant hashtag ad on it did really, really well viewer-wise, but not really like-wise.
If I had, I mean, like this, like I said, it doesn't really add up. But if I had to take a guess at anything, because as somebody who like worked with like algorithms and like algorithm searches and whatnot for a period, I think what TikTok's algorithm picked up on was it first looks at like the hashtags itself to see what video it's trying to pander to, and then it looks at the content that is relation to the video to see if those hashtags match up with the video that it's trying to show. Okay. And the tag and the description for mine includes like promo and whatnot, or like and then the video itself includes ad with like the hashtag in front of it and whatnot.
Yeah.
And it has a very nice looking young gentleman in front center frame of the camera.
Very, very attractive sex sells.
Doing the exact thing that is being hashtagged and put into the video. I feel like the algorithm picked up on that and then promoted it to a few extra people.
Okay.
Whereas with the 3 others, they all did their jobs properly. But when the algorithm first looks at the video, it's either with like a wall, a random picture, or I mean that's really about it though.
Yeah.
So the algorithm doesn't
fair.
have much to work off of from initial perspectives.
So what I'm hearing is we should probably start, because the other thing I'm seeing is that the only one that included an extra hashtag and a hashtag baked into the video itself also performed the best viewer wise. But when people saw it was an ad, they didn't like it. They scrolled right past it. So maybe we can start putting hashtags baked into the videos themselves so they kind of match what the hashtags on the caption say.
I probably wouldn't do that much, but I would say adding something into the thumbnail to indicate what the video they're about to watch, if they're clicking on it from a user's page, is going to look like.
Okay. Gunnar, do you have any thoughts? Ben, do you have any thoughts?
Not really.
I think we should stop just doing promotional stuff. Despite the fact that it got the most amount of views, I think Dylan's right. I think that's just kind of an algorithm thing. I don't think that's people liked it because people literally didn't. Usually just promotion should really just be thrown in sporadically just to remind people that you are a brand, wanting them to consume your brand. So we can do that not as much. We do that a lot on our Instagram. I think we should definitely ramp up stuff like Gunnar's informational, also kind of comedy unintentionally, or I guess kind of intentionally as well. But like just the thing that like quality content people want to see short form wise, because we get far more views on TikTok than we do literally any other platform, and we have a total of like 9 followers on TikTok right now, which you can make a difference in that if you follow us at RWATPod on TikTok. So I'm thinking here, you can start making the videos match the caption, making the tags match the tags, making that kind of thing. Also start posting more non-promotional stuff. Continue with the short form video and stop posting so much promotional stuff. And then obviously start using TikTok much more. You guys agree with that? There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
I like it.
Head nods from all of you. The only other thing I can think of that would help our podcast is maybe if we were on some kind of drugs while we recorded. So, Gunnar, could you help us with that?
I mean, I don't know if I can get a hold of anything, but I can certainly give you some pharmacy drug facts.
Oh, that works well. That works as well. That works as well.
Okay. So I was actually just doing a assignment on it earlier today for farm school about melatonin. So we had to pick a supplement and then talk about it. So I decided to talk about melatonin. And as I was doing my research on melatonin, I was looking at everything about it. And it is certainly a interesting endogenous hormone, which is what it is. So the precursor to melatonin is serotonin. And there has been found that not all the melatonin that you get in your supplements is, well, melatonin. Some of it's still serotonin. What can too much serotonin cause? Well, serotonin syndrome. And we've talked about that in the past.
Yes.
So some adverse side effects, which just literally means like very unwanted side effects, include seizures. So it's rare, still happens. So be careful. But how to avoid that is using it as you're supposed to be dosed.
Yeah.
So for adults that are not pregnant or lactating, it is to be taken, if you're needing to take it, 8 milligrams a day.
Okay.
Only for 6 months.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyways, for children, it is 3 milligrams for 3 months. And then for anybody that is pregnant or lactating, it is unspecified, insufficient research has been, evidence is found for it, but it is still not recommended.
Yep.
And sometimes you'll see it's about 2 milligrams a day for, I think, 1 month. I think. Anyways, but yes, so be very careful with serotonin. It is not as regulated as a drug. It's just a supplement. It has been found that serotonin can have 5 times the amount of what is actually in the whatever dosage form it is, right?
Yeah.
Than what it says on the packaging. So if you pick up a 10 milligram serotonin gummy, right, it may actually be 50 milligrams. So
wow.
yeah. So but like I said, not as regulated as a drug would be because it's just a supplement. So for anybody who needs to take serotonin, use it in moderation. Try not to use it daily is my best advice. And make sure you are going with a good, reliable brand.
This is melatonin, right? That has serotonin.
No, melatonin. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
melatonin.
Okay.
Yes.
I was just making sure because you're good. I love melatonin, and 3 milligrams of that crap knocks me the poop out. So like
that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Of course.
Yes,
and then
Go ahead.
I was also going to introduce a new segment, but we can get to it later.
Oh, okay. I think I know what it is. I was about to ask you about it earlier.
Our wine fact.
Yes. Do you want to do it now, or do you want to wait until?
Sure, I'll just go ahead and get it out of the way.
All right. Cool.
So wine has been around since for 11,000 years, which is at least 11,000 years. So that is about the start of recorded history. So we can kind of take a guess of where wine originated, but we don't really entirely know. So it is for the longest time thought wine originated from the Caucasus Mountains, particularly Jordan. However, was Jordan? Excuse me, I gotta look at a map now. I know the region.
This fact is going awry.
It's over.
It's over. So, do you guys like wine?
No.
I honestly no. I really don't.
I do.
I can't drink it, so it doesn't really.
Yeah. Can you pretend to like it?
Well, I'm sorry. Anyways, but okay. It originated from the Caucasus Mountains, right?
Yes.
However, newer research has suggested, sorry, this is where I got confused, that it may have actually originated from the Israel, Jordan area.
Okay.
Yes. So, sorry, that's where I got confused.
Yes.
Yep.
Very nice.
And then, there's also evidence to suggest they could have been done at the same time in both areas. So, we don't really know, but we can take a good guess it's from that Mediterranean Caucasus Mountains region.
Yes. Thank you very much for our first ever wine fact. Oh, wait, no, wasn't the second one, because didn't you do it on episode 3 about bourbon? You do alcohol?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. All right, that is our second ever wine and spirits fact. You guys ready for some weird news?
No.
Yes.
All right, we'll skip it.
All right, I'm ready
Law. Okay. So, this is actually not from the Associated Press. This is straight from Wish TV, which is a local Indiana station.
Ooh.
From Indianapolis, Indiana came in 40th in a new survey ranking the best and worst states to have a baby. I don't know if you guys know, but that is towards the bottom. The Wallet Hub survey included all 50 states and Washington, D.C. It takes cost, healthcare, baby friendliness, and family friendliness into account. Indiana only landed in the top 20 for cost. Other lower scores brought Indiana's total ranking to the bottom 25%. Indiana earned 41.9 total points out of 100. Massachusetts, on the other hand, was ranked first at 69.31 points, while Mississippi, which was last, got 26.87. So we're right kind of in the middle of the pack, but we're still 40th out of 50.
Yeah, like 10 places from last is not good.
Not great.
I can actually, I agree with it. Would be lying if I said I didn't see it coming, but I did definitely see us being lower ranked.
Yep.
Reason why I say this is because I think Indiana has a big issue with childcare.
Yes.
Hence why Indiana is one of the only states that have baby drop-off boxes installed at fire departments, which have been used in recent time.
Yes. And that was
So
I think that was actually an invention of a Fort Wayne, Indiana woman. I want to say. I think she's the one that invented those.
yes, it's a great way to make sure babies are given a proper home and whatnot.
Yes.
But that's a very few lucky homes or few lucky kids.
Yes.
So
it continues. Indiana's worst rank was healthcare for babies at 44th out of 51. The 17 metrics that determined scores included access to care for mother and baby, mortality rates, vaccination rates. There you go. That's Indiana right there. Access to food, rate of preterm birth, and low birth weights. Jessica Marchbank is with All Options Pregnancy Resource Center in Bloomington. She said this data is not surprising. Quote, "It does not surprise me at all, I will say. I think Indiana has some good public health programs that are intended to support people with a new baby," Marchbank said. Quote, "I think they are most likely not reaching the people that need those resources the most. The people most living on the edge of poverty or living in actual poverty," end quote. In terms of cost, Indiana ranks 18th out of 51, so we're great on cost. And that's cost specifically related to baby and growing a family. The state's highest score took into account, costs such as delivery, childcare, health insurance premium, and newborn screening. So, Dylan, you already said you weren't surprised. Are you fellas surprised at all? Fair. I'm not either. Some weird, depressing news. Now let's move on to Ben's Law.
Yeah. Well, this one is also a little bit of a depressing topic.
Yes!
So this is going to be talking about the different kinds of alerts, such as the Amber Alert.
Oh, okay.
Because there are a lot more than one kind of those. There are like 5 or 6 that are most commonly used, starting with just the... sorry, one second. I'm pulling up my sources here.
he's not ready.
Guys, this episode is falling off
It's
the
falling
freaking
apart.
wagon.
It's over.
It's over.
I've got it. I've got it. Guys, I'll bring it back.
Oh.
I promise.
Oh.
Okay, so just the regular Amber Alert. Guys, it's over. I lost it.
Wrap it up. We gotta quit while we're ahead because we're rapidly declining.
It's been a long episode,
Yes.
actually.
Yeah.
So, Amber Alerts inform the public of serious child abductions in an effort to promote tips and leads to law enforcement. And then these originated in memory of the tragic death of Amber Hagerman, which I encourage everybody to read about that story. I am also pulling this from newsjournal.com.
Only
that's
the
my
best
source
sources for Ben Smith.
Where'd you get your source from? The news.
News.org.
And then there's Silver Alerts.
Yes.
Silver Alerts notify the public of missing older adults, so people who are more likely to have mental conditions such as Alzheimer's, dementia, things like that. And then there are Blue Alerts. Those are designed to help with the capture of violent criminals. They are kind of just to get the suspect description out to people just so that they can contact law enforcement if that person is seen. And then there is an Endangered Missing Persons Alert. This is for people with intellectual disabilities such as autism or developmental disorders, things like that. And then there's 2 more. There's Camo Alerts. These are designed to notify the public of a missing current or former member of the U.S. Armed Forces. So people who could be struggling with mental illness and disappear. And then there are Clear Alerts, Coordinated Law Enforcement Adult Rescue Alerts. So this is just for assisting law enforcement with locating missing or kidnapped adults who are in danger of injury or death. So there are lots of different kinds of alerts out there, so it's good to just be informed of what those are, just in case one ever pops up for one of you guys.
I could say I've definitely seen Amber Alerts.
Yeah.
Have seen a couple of Silver Alerts.
Same.
Never have seen Blue Alerts, Camo Alerts, Clear Alerts.
Yeah.
Like those, and Endangered Adult alert. Like those
Yes.
are very Like I've never seen them used before.
Yeah, I haven't seen any either.
Yeah.
I honestly am probably going to look into how often those other ones are sent out.
I think a lot of times the endangered persons alerts come across as silver alerts, because I feel like I've seen silver alerts for younger adults with like intellectual disabilities. Which I don't think that they're using it correctly, because I think you're right. I think it's for older adults.
I mean, I definitely isn't the right use, but it serves the same purpose of trying to find that person, make sure they are safe.
And do you guys remember being a kid and like watching freaking Nickelodeon or something, and then all of a sudden at like 10 p.m. an Amber Alert would come on? How
that's
freaking
where
terrifying!
That was for things like severe thunderstorm warnings and tornado warnings and shit. Like that's where I got my fear of like storms originally. Is like it'd be the sky would get all dark gray and shit, and like I was just trying to watch SpongeBob. Man.
Yeah, for real.
Or even maybe I was just trying to play Roblox.
Yes, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I
see what you're trying to. I see what you're trying to do there, but I'm not going to segue just yet. I also want to say that it was also very freaky watching a kids cartoon and then seeing like a lost kid alert with that same alert. Like that's also very terrifying for a younger.
You know what that lost kid might be doing while they're lost is playing some Roblox. So
well, you're fucked up. But yes, I do have a Man, that kid's lost. I hope he's playing Roblox.
Play natural disaster survival.
Well, the game of the week is not natural disaster survival.
Okay.
And it's not so as cheesy as that segue. But I do have a game. This game is called No Scope Sniping. If you couldn't tell by the last couple of games I've done, I've been kind of playing first-person shooters and whatnot because that's my thing. And I like those games. And no scope sniping is essentially, as the title suggests, you're in a battlefield, and it could be a game mode of whatever variety. But the theme is that you're given a sniper rifle or a scoped weapon, and you have to kill an enemy gamer without your scope.
Okay.
It is a very fun, high-paced, fast-actioned first-person shooter. A little bit buggy, a little bit glitchy, but it has charm to it. And I think if it's given proper love, care, and attention, and proper tinkering to make sure it's not as buggy and glitchy, it could be a very, very good game. Which to not say it isn't one now. So if you're into that type of stuff, go check out No Scope Sniping on Roblox.com right now.
So just to be clear, there are scopes in the game, but you're not allowed to use them.
You're given like a sniper rifle, but you literally cannot use the scope on it.
That is so funny. Okay, that's a very unique, that's a very fun game concept. I like it.
Yes. You know what I think is also very fun, Gabe?
What?
I think, actually, are we... What actually? You know, this is a terrible segue. What about a philosophical question?
You know, go. You know, go ahead. Screw it. Go ahead.
Okay. So our philosophical question today is: can love be unconditional, or are there always conditions attached?
That's a really good question. So that's
like, is unconditional love possible?
I don't know what unconditional love
That's
is.
kind of the argument of Christianity, is that there is only one unconditional love, and it's that of God and Jesus Christ and whatever deity those who are religious, believe in.
Hold up. Sorry. I'm like...
So, like, unconditional love is basically just, like, having love for somebody regardless of anything.
Yes.
Like, there is nothing that can stop you from... loving this person.
Then yes, of course, that definitely does exist. Like, and it's very present. Family is a great example of that. Having a group of friends that you see as family is another great example of that.
Nope, never had it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying it exists, but it's not happening right
I think it's extremely rare, and I think kind of a weird thing about it is I think it's almost unhealthy on the human scale. I think there is a healthy version of unconditional love. But I think if somebody obsesses over somebody and they can do no wrong, that is kind of an unhealthy love.
I think that ponders the definition of unconditional love then, because what defers unconditional love from just being you really care about that person and then just being insanity?
I mean, when I imagine unconditional love, I think of like no matter what. I mean, this is literally just the definition again. No matter what somebody does, they can murder 14 people in cold blood, and you're still like, I love you and I forgive you. Not necessarily I forgive you, but I love you. And it's just like, I think on a human scale, it's like everybody kind of has their limits. Even like mother with child, I think that's the closest thing to an unconditional love. But I think even then it might have an ending.
I mean, I think, once again, I think it's just up to the beholder. And obviously, you're not going to know what is right or wrong until you're in a position where you have to pull that unconditional love card. I mean, I have literally, like, on TikTok right now, there is a certain mother of a certain disaster involving a certain tragedy that happened back in 1999. I'm going to say any specifics, that still loves their son to this day.
Yeah.
And will continue to love him, but still acknowledges the wrongs that they did.
Fair. Okay. Yeah.
Gunnar, although you may not have experienced this unconditional love, what thoughts do you have to offer us?
I believe there are always conditions to it. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not one to see myself like, there are a lot of people in my life that I do love, but I'm not attached to that. Like, if they do wrong and they do me wrong and like don't deserve that, or it's one way, then I can see it fit to leave that.
Yeah.
No, very fair. Like I said, I think, like, to my point, I think it's all very circumstantial, and you're not going to really know the truest meaning until you're put into a position where you have to really pull that unconditional love card.
I think unconditional love exists for those who are like very young, and like it's almost like a natural, just like instinctual thing to love your parent no matter what they do. And I think that only really disappears once kind of your innocence, or once you grow out of it and you kind of get to know yourself more. So I guess in that sense, unconditional love kind of exists more so when you don't have much of like your own sense of self, maybe. I don't know. I do think it exists, and I think it's very positive. I think unconditional love exists with parents and kids and stuff like that, but I just think it's very rare and sometimes unhealthy. That is my final thoughts on it.
Okay, fair enough.
Yes. All right. So we did Roblox Game of the Week. We did Philosophy with Ben. So we have the freaking Gabe Hour coming up next. We have Bad Marketing and Local Artist of the Week. Let's start with some bad marketing. Did you guys know there was a music streaming platform that preceded by a few months? It was called Rdio, and it launched the same year Spotify did in 2008. And those that used it really loved it, and apparently many thought it was better than Spotify. One feature it had early on was the ability to see what your friends were listening to live on the website before Spotify implemented that. The bad marketing of Rdio came in the form of almost no marketing at all. They really just didn't focus on marketing. But its competitor Spotify sure did. They had a very robust marketing department and a very robust marketing strategy. Also, Rdio, unlike Spotify, didn't initially have a free option. But from what I found, Spotify did. Eventually, Rdio got with the program, started doing a freemium option with ads, and amping up their marketing. But it was too little too late. Spotify was already massive, already had like 75 million subscribers at that point or something. Within the first few years of Rdio, and Rdio shut down in 2015. That's our bad marketing today. No marketing is still bad marketing. What do you fellas think of that? Any opinions on that?
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, me neither. There you go.
Yeah, no, I had never heard of it until you brought it up now.
Yeah. Rdio.
So,
Rest in peace, Rdio.
I mean, I think I'm more of the saying of all marketing is good marketing, even if it's bad marketing.
Yep, fair.
So to have no marketing means you're missing out on many opportunities.
Yeah, the only thing worse than bad marketing is no marketing. So now time for our local artist of the week. This week we are traveling to the city of Indianapolis to see Hughlander. Now, when I asked him to describe his genre, he didn't really have one specific genre that he identifies as. So he went with alternative. After listening, I must say I agree. It's a very unique and addictive sound that makes it impossible to stop listening once you start. I do want you fellas to try to describe the genre if you can. This week we're listening to Misunderstood. That's MS period space understood. So like Misunderstood by Hughlander.
Okay,
Fellas, just about ready?
Yep.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
something without feeling like you gon' up and leave. That tells me you got past traumas hidden up your sleeve. Think I'm gon' hurt you because hurt is all you know to be.
All right. That was Misunderstood by Hughlander. What do you fellas think?
I wanted to keep listening. I hate to have stopped it right there.
I know.
I kind of want to keep listening to his stuff.
What did I say? It's addictive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What genre would you guys describe that as?
That is I would say like an indie rock alternative type style.
We're indie rock alternative, kind of hip hop influenced, kind of. I don't know. I really
almost psychedelic.
Yeah.
Yeah. It kind of like this isn't what it was, but it kind of alluded to like bedroom pop to me almost.
Fair. I kind of got a little bit of a Kevin Abstract thing from it, but I've never really listened to Brockhampton, but I have listened to Kevin Abstract. But I kind of got a little bit of that from it, which I really like him. So yeah, I really liked it. Any more thoughts, fellas?
I liked it.
So go check out Hughlander on Instagram and on Spotify. It's Hugh. So it's basically just Highlander, but with an U instead of an I. And then on Instagram, I will throw that link in the description. That being said, it's time for What Are the Odds? What are the odds is a combination of a dare and a bet. There's an odds asker and a victim. The odds asker gives the victim a dare, and the victim gets to set their own likelihood of having to do the dare by setting a number. The higher the number, the less likely they are to have to do it. If then the third party counts down from 3, 3, 2, 1. The odds asker and the victim say a number between 1 and the number they said at the same time. If they say the same number, they have to do the dare. If none of our individual dares hit, then we have to do a descending odds, which essentially just means one of us will have to do one of the odds that we said on the show. You will get it if we get there. Are you fellows ready for What Are the Odds?
Yippee!
Ready.
I got one.
Oh.
Okay.
Ben, are there still night classes going on?
There actually are not. They
Oh,
all end at 9:15.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Well, are there still people in the building?
No, actually, if you can see in the reflection here, if you're watching the video,
That's probably terrifying.
they turned the lights off in the halls.
It's
Wow.
probably absolutely terrifying just being in a pitch black school, except the one room that you're in.
To record,
Yeah, a little
that's the
bit.
RWAT room. They don't close that ever.
Well, never mind. They got rid of my odds. I was gonna, if things were still going on, I was gonna ask you to Fortnite dance on the table.
And a
I'm glad
night
there's
class
nobody
where they're
here.
all miserable and I really don't want to take this class.
Fortnite moves.
Fortnite move! Do it again!
All right, I'll have to think of something else.
Yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
I've got one for Gabe in the meantime.
Okay.
Gabe, what are the odds that we do a Reality with the Twist giveaway, and the winner gets a pair of your socks? Whoever wins. No!
Oh my god! Okay. 3, 2, 1.
2. No! I always lose on 2s.
Oh my god.
So I have to mail a random follower one of my pairs of socks.
We'll subsidize it. It'll be at least you and I paying for it.
Oh, I don't even care about that. It's just the effort that I'm going to have to put into
Oh my
it.
gosh. Okay. That's a great marketing tactic. You have the mind of a marketer. Ben, I'm going to throw it right back to you. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, I do have some socks that have holes in them.
Oh,
if
nice.
That's what
There you
everybody's interested
go.
in.
There you go. Okay.
Ben, I got one.
Oh, for me?
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Ben, what are the odds that for your screen, like on your laptop, like your background, you have it of a very, very unflattering picture of you, of the three other of us of our choice, okay? And it won't be inappropriate or anything like that. It'll just be like really goofy, like, you know, kind of like Gabe Bug, you know. Anyways, but anyways, so you put that on your computer background for, let's say, a month, and anytime somebody asks about it, you have to be like, yeah, that's the stuff. And that's all you can say.
I want to say 2 so bad, but I can't. I can't,
Can't lose 2 in a row. You can't lose 2 in a row.
I'll say like 12.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
11.
Oh.
Okay.
All right, Gunner,
All right.
I have one for you.
Yeah, what's up?
What are the odds that you have to advertise the podcast Reality with a Twist in one of your classes by finding a way to incorporate it into the class discussion, and you have to record it? So, like, if they're discussing something, be like, "Oh, I actually heard about this in the hit podcast Reality with a Twist, of which I am a part of." You don't necessarily have to say you're a part of it, but you just have to advertise Reality with a Twist. Be like, "It's a great podcast and it's really educational, and I heard about this in it."
Oh man. Problem is, I'm in this class. I have all my classes with the same people.
So it's like if you just do this one bit of one
If I do it in one
sit
class,
there, like,
they see me for the next, like, for the rest of the day.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna say 30.
Okay.
Okay.
all right, 3, 2, 1.
25.
17. Okay.
Oh, nerds.
All right. Here comes mine.
Okay.
All right. I'll throw this one to Gabe again.
Okay.
So Gabe.
Yeah.
What are the odds that you have to go, like, in one day when you're out in public, you have to go up to a stranger, have your phone already recording. You go, "Hey, can you record a video of me real quick?" And once they get the video, they get it all situated, they're all pointed at you. You then have to do a DJ Khaled inspired video. Preferably one of you wearing the shirt that you're wearing right now, and you have to go, "Call me olive oil." Call me olive oil. And just keep doing that for
Wednesday
like 15
morning.
seconds.
Wednesday brunch.
Wednesday breakfast.
It's so
15
awkward.
seconds. Oh God.
It could be anything you want, but I would prefer if it was you wearing an olive tinted shirt going, "Call me olive oil."
Oh, I'm gonna say 25. I'll say 25.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
8.
14.
Oh,
That didn't add up. Okay. So we have to elect one because none of ours technically hit.
Oh man, we had a lot of good ones though.
Did.
Well then, I guess that does it. Ben's got to ship his pair of socks to a lucky winner. Which, by the way, if you follow the RWAT Instagram right now, you can insert yourself into the giveaway of a pair of Ben's socks. Have been used. He has worn them. All you have to do is, we'll probably figure out the giveaway details. But if you sign up for the giveaway, I always one of the requirements has to be you have to follow the Instagram. You can win yourself a pair of Ben's socks.
Yes. And speaking of the Instagram, I'm going to get this out of the way real quick before we finish up and do our elected odds. We did another follow us and comment, and you'll get your message read. We did it again. It's been 3 weeks since then, but we record these way ahead of time, so this is really the first chance we have to record this. Mr._Plato_man says, quote, guys, 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 Mr. Plato Man. And Constiwancy, classic Constiwancy, says Ben likes men.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Yes, and then
good old Consti.
Lemon Tea Demon Tea, so Lemon TY Demon TY, said, I overwrote my whole IASB, Indiana Association of School Broadcasters project, my junior year, on the last day of work, and then added one of their friends. That is all the ones I can find. Oh, and I can't forget this one. This one didn't show up. At Dipome Official, our podcast song creator, says, quote, go stream Digital Droplets by Dipome on Spotify for a free cookie, and then a snickering emoji.
Go do it. Go do it.
That is actually one of my favorites by him.
Yes.
I like that one.
That is our viewer messages. And then let's elect one really quick because we've been recording way too long. I gotta get off.
Yes, and I think you hear Dipome playing right now. Oh, that's his music.
Okay, we gotta elect one.
None
None of them technically hit.
What? What do you mean?
None of them hit.
Your sock odds hit.
No, it didn't. We said 2 different numbers. It was just
Oh
a 2.
shoot!
Yeah.
Oh shoot! My bad. I thought we were just moving past that and ending the episode. Oh, Diplomate, calm down. Go away.
Take a walk, Dippo.
Take a walk, Diplomate. Go around. Okay, which one do we want to do, fellas?
Ben, what was yours again?
The socks.
We're not doing another.
Oh yeah,
one
we
with
can't.
socks.
We can't do the socks again. Mine was
Well,
the.
Gunnar, what
do-
was yours?
The computer background.
Yeah, I say that one.
That's
I
fine.
say that one.
Okay.
All right.
I'm down.
I'll start us off at 7.
Okay.
All right. I'll count down.
I'll say the number.
3, 2, 1.
2.
4.
I can go next
All right.
with 6.
All right, I'll say the number.
Okay, I'll count you down. 3, 2, 1.
4.
6.
All right. I'll say 4.
I'll count down.
Okay. I'll say the number.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
1.
2.
Dylan.
I'll say 3.
I'll say the number. Oh.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
1.
1.
Oh, there we go.
See, like this
Oh
one doesn't.
man, but Dylan works from home.
I know. Like I don't see anybody. Like it's.
All
All
right.
right.
Well,
I guess if you got to lose one, you got to lose that one. All right, Diplomate, come back. Come
Yeah,
back.
Come on back in,
Diplomate.
Diplomate. Come on back in. Yeah.
this has been the marketing episode. Next person to do an episode is Gunnar.
It's Gunnar.
Do you have any kind of spoilers or teasers?
Meatballs.
Meatballs. Okay.
Meatballs.
I've been Gabriel Bickle,
I'm Gunnar.
I'm Dylan.
And I'm done.
and we'll see you next week.
Bye. Bye.